the internet, an invention that has reshaped modern life in ways we couldn't have imagined. But how did it all start? Let's dive into the remarkable story of how this world-changing technology came to be. It began in the 1960s, during the height of the Cold War. The US government sought a way to ensure communication could survive potential attacks. This led to the creation of ARPANET by the Department of Defense's Advanced Research Projects Agency, or ARPA. The idea was groundbreaking: connect computers across different locations to share data seamlessly. On October 29, 1969, the first message was sent between UCLA and Stanford, a simple login, though the system crashed after the first two letters. Throughout the 1970s, ARPANET grew. Universities and research institutions began linking their computers to collaborate on projects. Then came the introduction of protocols like TCP/IP in 1983, laying the foundation for modern internet communication. It allowed networks to talk to each other, creating what we now call the network of networks. But the internet, as we know it, wouldn't exist without a crucial breakthrough in 1989. Tim Berners-Lee, a British scientist working at CERN, proposed the World Wide Web, a system that combined hyperlinks and URLs to create a user-friendly way to access information. By 1991, the first website was live, and the doors to the digital age were open. In the mid-1990s, the internet moved from being a tool for researchers to becoming a household phenomenon. Companies like Netscape made browsing the web easier, while email transformed communication forever. Dial-up modems, though slow by today's standards, were revolutionary at the time. Families could suddenly connect to the world without leaving their homes. As technology advanced, so did the internet. Wi-Fi and broadband replaced dial-up, making connectivity faster and more reliable. Social media, streaming platforms, and e-commerce exploded, changing how we socialize, consume entertainment, and shop. Today, more than 5 billion people are online. The internet powers industries, connects communities, and fosters innovation at a scale never seen before. And yet, this story is far from over. Emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, and virtual reality promise to redefine what the internet can do. What started as a small network to safeguard communication has evolved into the backbone of modern society. The invention of the internet didn't just change the world, it created a new one. And as we look to the future, the possibilities are as limitless as our imaginations.
Today, we live in a world where the internet connects us to nearly everything: our work, our loved ones, and even the farthest corners of the planet. It's a tool so essential that it's hard to imagine life without it. But how did we get here? The invention of the internet was not just one moment, it was a journey of innovation, collaboration, and vision. It transformed from a military experiment to the backbone of modern civilization. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the internet's invention, how it began, the visionaries who made it possible, and how it continues to shape the future of our world. Imagine a world where you couldn't send an email, search for answers instantly, or connect with someone across the globe in seconds. Just a few decades ago, this was reality. But today, the internet has transformed how we live, work, and communicate. The story of the internet begins in the late 1950s, during a time of geopolitical tension. The United States, fearing technological defeat after the Soviet Union's launch of Sputnik, invested heavily in advanced communication and computing technologies. In 1958, the US Department of Defense created ARPA, later renamed DARPA, to explore groundbreaking technologies. One of their goals: building a communication network that could survive a nuclear attack. In 1969, the first successful communication between computers occurred through ARPANET, a precursor to the internet. This network linked computers at universities and research centers, allowing scientists to share data and collaborate like never before. Fun fact: the first message sent over ARPANET was supposed to be login, but the system crashed after just 2 letters, L and O. By the 1970s, the invention of TCP/IP, a set of protocols designed by Vinter Cerf and Robert Kahn, allowed different networks to connect seamlessly. This laid the foundation for what we now call the internet. In the 1980s, the internet expanded from research institutions to the general public. The creation of domain names like .com, .org, and .edu made it easier to navigate the growing network. Then came 1989, when a scientist named Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web. His creation, built on hyperlinks and web browsers, transformed the Internet into a user-friendly platform anyone could access. The first website, launched in 1991, was a simple page explaining the World Wide Web, but this humble beginning sparked a revolution. By the mid-1990s, the Internet went mainstream. Email, search engines, and social media platforms started to reshape communication and business. Companies like AOL and Netscape became household names, and the phrase "you've got mail" symbolized a new era. Fast forward to today, and the Internet is everywhere. With over 5 billion users globally, it powers everything from banking to education, entertainment to healthcare. Innovations like fiber optics and wireless technology have made it faster and more accessible than ever. Yet, the Internet isn't without challenges. Issues like data privacy, misinformation, and the digital divide remind us that progress comes with responsibility. Looking ahead, the possibilities are endless. Technologies like 5G, satellite internet, and artificial intelligence promise to push the boundaries of what the Internet can achieve. The Internet is more than a technology. It's a bridge that connects people, ideas, and possibilities. From its humble beginnings in a Cold War lab to a tool that shapes our daily lives, the Internet continues to redefine what it means to live in a connected world. And as we embrace the future, one thing is certain: the Internet story is far from over. Subscribe button appears with the text. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more tech history.